Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Len Russell. It is Tuesday. I am mostly awake. We will see how things go. So welcome on in. I saw Benson come in, and I saw Fantastic Sherlock Fox and Zerk so far. Those are the ones I noticed. So we are here in the world, the world, of course. Here in Dadcraft's Java world, and today I'm going to start out by doing something a little bit different. Great start to the stream. Yeah, thank you very much, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. So I hope all of you guys are doing well, and that you had a half decent weekend. Always a good place to start. And here, I'm looking for confusing myself royally. I don't need these. Those. Figure out which end was up today. That. Bunch of building blocks and proper, not a dispenser. Good morning, ITT Tom, or well, whatever time it is for you, because I know you're probably coming at it from the tail end of your day. DC Discord is safe. No, it's not. DC Discord is never safe. Zerk is master of multitasking. Awesome. Oh, you had a busy weekend. Hopefully it was a good busy. I like it when people have good busy weekends. Where are we here? So I do have a project underway with regards to attempting to build something from a picture, but I'm derailing briefly. Classic way. Why not? I'm bothered. So I'm derailing briefly to make a modification to my chicken cooker with the intent of keeping more of the supplies aside that I need and ditching the ones I do not need. If I remember where I moved things to last week, that would help. Oh, that should be fine. I'm going to do hoppers like crazy. I need some more of those. If I have more chests. Wrong way. Wrong way, man. I do not. I keep saying I should organize stuff, like as in put labels and things on it. And the sad part is, if I did that, I still wouldn't remember everything. Full ton. Why not? Chests. Where did I? Going to need cobble. I can remember. Redstone. I actually, so unusuals of unusual, actually used some I actually used creative last night, so I'm a little disoriented, putting it mildly. Yes, thank you very much for changing the question of the day. So today's question of the day is, what is a fashion trend from somewhere in the past, of course, that you're really glad has gone away? And I can think of a bunch of stuff, but for sure there are a number of them. I would say basically just about any version of the super tall hair. That would be my vote. Not just the 80s, although that was probably one of the more notable ones. I mean, they had the beehives earlier in the last century, but there were also prior to that, there were actually in older history, you'll see plenty of pictures in museums and books and stuff of people who had hair that was ridiculous tall, and we're talking like they actually had birds in them, birds' nests. It was just all kinds of weird, creepy, and that scene. Females don't wear dresses all the time. Funny you should say that. One of the often cited, supposedly still in place laws in France is that supposedly the women are still not allowed to wear pants. But I don't really know if that's true or if that's a myth that was actually debunked relatively recently. Only got me 10. I'm trying to see if 10 will be enough. Where did I put? No. Come on. Go. Back to game. Oh, and we don't have tunes. That's no good. We sort of have tunes, but we sort of... Okay. Why? Operating. Huh. Odd. He's supposed to pick Spotify. Spotify is there, it just doesn't believe that it's there. That's really odd. Well, can't win them all. Well, we'll figure it out. For the moment, it's going to be a little more quiet than usual, I guess, because that's a tech problem I did not expect to have. This morning, all of my sources in OBS and everywhere else appear to have gone back to saying that they are coming through default, including the sources that are supposed to capture straight from the application. So I don't know why it's doing that, but you know, you can't always win. Okay. What did the other? Now, do you ever wish you could have like the button that says this is always going to be on top? The other thing that would be nice right about now. Oh, building blocks. That's what I wanted. I wanted something that's not dirt, so I can actually tell the difference between dirt and what I'm trying to work on. Yeah, dresses, I can imagine, are uncomfortable for a lot of reasons. I don't like dresses. I'm not a dress type of gal. Some people are, but it's definitely not my bag. I'm trying to decide on colors. It's going to be underground, so nobody really cares, but also a bazillion slabs and a bazillion planks. That today. One stack ought to do it to start. All right. I'm going to need some glass. That's my cop out. Is okay. Good, I think. I was attempting originally to stack a lot of storage for chicken, and decided to heck with that. I'm just going to go with just a double chest, but ensure that it's all chicken rather than chicken plus feathers. Because, you know, feathers are nice for like writable books and stuff, but I don't need that much. It's always nice. So, try and see if I can make... Oh, I missed one item. I'm going to try and see if I can make my idea work. And I actually am a little farther ahead on the idea than I was on the one for the melon farm. So hopefully we'll get ourselves a little further along in that one. Get regular stone slabs. We need those anyways. Else. Sure. I'm also hoping that something that I don't think should work will actually work. Just it seemed to be working in the test world. So, you know, reality and tests aren't always the same thing. That's fine. Need you eat a slab right now, please. Not flying anywhere. Okay. Okay, perfect. Adding on to existing builds always gives me the heebie-jeebies, simply because I keep wondering if I'm doing things that shouldn't actually work. But hey, you never know unless you try, right? There. The other thing is I don't have a beacon here, but I'm still having challenges just because I'm one of those people who's not that great with shovels or pickaxes or because I just tend to over Sorry, I'm just noticing CJ popping in and saying hello. Oops, I can't even spell either. Okay, there we go. Didn't want to be rude because I wasn't actually talking to him, but he said hello multiple times, so I want to make sure that he's aware I'm not AFK. And thank you very much. Also, Benson, you're welcome to stick around as well. I don't like kicking people off when I'm streaming. It's not my bag. Okay, so good. Down there. Oops. Uh-oh. Challenge. Okay. There's a problem with my. Oh, there isn't. I just can't count. Yeah, can't count. That's all it is. And we're actually surviving frames per second wise. I'm impressed by that because that doesn't normally happen. Okay. Sweet. Good morning, Dub Dynamite. Yep, I appreciate the lurk and the hello. You know, feel free to do what you need to do. Hello. Little bit slow there, system. Okay. Yeah, I could be a problem, Vincent. I'm just realizing that you put in there render as 8 chunks. I cheat. I've had mine set at 10, but I really should drop it down to 8. My itchy nose. Okay. Wow, frame per second really drops to the floor there. Okay. Where am I here? I want. Can't seem to count today. Here. Oop, that. This. Move things over. All right. Dig down a bit more. Oh, gravel. Fun. I love you, gravel. Not. Okay. These are all looking very, very similar. Most people have issues, whether I'm on or not. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I'm really sorry to hear that, actually, because that just, yeah, I'm pretty bad with making a mess out of things. So I would not be surprised if the work I'm doing also causes problems, just because it's me. That's fine. Um, yep, this is going to be a problem. What the heck? Hmm. Okay, was not expecting that. Oops, wrong way. Alrighty, well, we'll just have to fake it. Fake it till you make it. Isn't that how it goes? Hoppers. Okay. Bring a load of junk. Not enough junk. Okay. Keep digging. Mm. Sensor, so I gotta go this way. I'm trying to count here while I make a mess. So the dispenser's in here. But yeah, that was my answer. I know it sounds like a weird answer to your original question of what it is. Yeah, of I can't even remember what the question was. You know what I really should do? Let me write this down. I need to on screen a lot easier to have the QOTD question of the day be memorable to keep circling back to, as if I actually have it on a little pop-up in the corner of the screen. So I'm going to get that ready to go. I guess Fantastic Sherlock Fox really wants to have a Lego focus stream. Be his thing. Okay. Let's see, where'd the wood go? Gotta be there. Doing some of this in wood and some of it not, and that's just because I need to know which pieces actually have to be there and which pieces are extra. One, I also did not expect to have moo cows right there, so that's different, but it'll work. That one correctly. Come on. Two. There it is, the fashion trend, yes. Fashion trend that I would love to get rid of. And repeaters. So I'm sure you guys have other things. I know I'm really glad that we don't have like the crazy court requirement for heels like people did in Louis XIV's time. That's all kinds of weird. This one can be dirt for the sake of hiding things. Yeah, go with wood. Why not? That. I'm actually, strangely enough, I think maybe I'm making progress. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Some in curl down. So I'm a little disconcerted that things are all lit up here because in my test world, they're not. I guess I'll have to fake it till you make it, I suppose. Something lit up things. Oh, it's because that, okay, never mind. Never mind. That should be. I have nothing in there. That's probably part of it. Okay. That will get me feathers in the box. 41, huh? A lot of that. Go grab another stack. I know I could and or should name things really unique. I frankly can't be bothered. It doesn't matter that it's just dirt. Feather. I need feather. Hoping. Nope, that did not work. Why are you not locked? I'm sure somebody has an idea of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm kind of puzzled by. Take this out for now. Nope, help. You, are you always lit? Not being always lit here. This isn't always lit. Like, where is. Huh. Change the lighting is different across different worlds. Yeah. Like, it's not lighting as in torches and such. It's lighting as in there's no signal coming out, so that shouldn't be lit. Okay. If I take out this one, which is easy enough to replace, There is nothing that should be lighting up this redstone as far as I know. And yet, as soon as I do that, I don't have the foggiest idea why. That's going to pose a real big problem if I can't figure out why it's doing that. I mean, at the moment, if I don't put this back, then the whole thing is just broken altogether. But I do that, and it's suddenly lit, which makes no sense at all because these eggs should be firing. Something really busted. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. If yeah, nothing in there. But no, something broke. Hmm. The other question. Okay. Where is that signal coming from? Oh, okay. You turn off. With this. Yes. Okay. Okay. She now is less dumb. Let's put go sleep, and then we'll put that part back together. I can't even recall why I had a lever on there. There was a reason at some point. Oops. Hopefully I pressed the right buttons today. I hit the Windows key, which isn't going to help anybody. Okay, so this way. That there. Oh, whoops. Oops, that's supposed to be. Okay. That's not work. I do it this way. This one. Aha. I hope. Well, it fires eggs. That's a start. Server will be starting. Okay, so I put that down there. Not lit. So oh, I feel like a tool because this was causing it to light everything because I didn't realize I had a lever on the other side. Yay! Yay me! Okay, so break these up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. First win of the stream and problem solved. I suppose, yeah. One way of looking at it. Whoops. One too many. I probably have. Nope, in there. Okay. Feather. Okay. So I still have to fix this part, make sure it works, but the idea being I'm going to turn this going the other way. So then only feathers are going to make it through here, but they go right through the dispenser and end up in the crate. When the crate gets full, as well as the hopper that's filling it, then they start backing up into here. Preparator sees it and starts telling the dispenser to fire, which, as you can imagine, is going to go into some spicy orange juice. Probably shouldn't fill things up too much until I get that everything functional. I need the spicy orange juice, and that's what I wanted the glass for. I need a bucket. Bucket, bucket, bucket. First point of the stream, the tech and the lack of music is actually bugging me. That's kind of annoying. I may end up just turning on the in-game music this time if that one out. Not that. And for some reason, my computer is not seeing the fact that OBS was launched. Or OBS, sorry, that Spotify was. Weird, weird, weird. Can't win them all. Seeing that Spotify's launched now. I think Spotify's launched. Let's see if we can actually get some tunes. Play. No. No idea why. That's really, really odd. Okay. Nope. So what we're going to do for now really doesn't even recognize that Spotify is launched. What we're going to do for now is just have in-game tunes because silence is golden to a point. Options. It might also help game sounds. Aha. That would make sense. Wowee. Okay. Hearing any game sounds next? Probably not. Back to game. Nope. Well, guess it better be ultra interesting, right? La la la. All right. You would think you would hear game cows. Why are you not? Fine. Add. Okay. And that's so bad. Wow. Okay. Audio. Yep, you guys have sound. Sorry that's quite so loud. Down a little bit. I have no idea why I had to go work around that way. But we have sound. A game at least. So we'll pretend that that's okay. Oh, right. I was headed off to get...
Hello.
Hello. Morning, Lord Snarl. How are you doing today? I see that you've been playing some non-Minecraft stuff, but it's been interesting nonetheless. What brings you back today? I'm glad to see you here as always. Okay. I wanted a bucket. Not that I don't have enough buckets. And I do want a trapdoor. Do I have one? Yes, I have a few. That's good. Hot and tired. Yeah, I can imagine. We have a heat warning here as well, but for some reason the wind picked up and was quite cool this morning, so I'm sort of hoping that the wind warning will not come to pass. Oh, dirt. There's where my dirt went. That's going to be spicy orange juice. But yeah, the heat warning is not great here. And of course, they're all relative, but I think it's just part of it is that we're not prepared for this. As in, like, our part of the world is not used to crazy hot temperatures. We're not used to cold ones either, per se. But I mean, you hear Arch complaining. We were supposed to have, in Celsius, I think we were supposed to have temperatures in the, like, where are we supposed to, 30s, I believe? It says 28 right now. We were looking at 30s earlier, so I guess that's good news. what I'm working on right now is just a quick extension to my chicken cooker, just to keep some of the feathers but ditch the overflow, so that I have the option of doing things if I need feathers, but I really don't need as many as this thing will ever produce. So that's really all it is. Just building a little bit of a hole, I guess you could say. Well, it is a hole, literally, where it will burn off the excess feathers in some lava. Yeah, I can see what's going on there. Okay, dirt. So yeah, so things are making it. We're making it in the barrel successfully. They're not actually getting filtered at the moment because if I actually try setting that up, that could be sensible. So the usual style of chicken cooker applies here. Actually, let's pull this one up. And of course, chickens do their thing. Then they end up in the dispenser when it works properly, because I oopsed it. But then the dispenser spits the eggs out into here. Of course, like it's a dispenser. There we go. So they spit the eggs out. Chickens grow, and they die in the lava because they grow up. Then they get their contents, so meat and the feathers get sucked into a chest. But I'm going to be turning the chest different direction, and then it will feed in down there, which has got a filter in it, but only the feathers will be allowed to pass through, and then they will go through the dispenser until this crate at the bottom is full. Once the crate is full, the barrel, pardon me, once the barrel is full, then it backs up enough to be in the dispenser, which turns on due to redstone and dispenses of the excess feathers. And it just runs until the feathers are gone from the dispenser, so I don't actually have to worry about the excess quantities hanging around, even though I've just slowed down the number of ticks, because you don't get enough speed for anything to actually back up. Chicken is what I want to keep, which I should probably ditch the feathers first. Hee, big mess. Alright. Just close enough. So let's start. Oh yeah. Which way do I want to pick it up from? Doesn't matter which side I pick it up from. Let's go the other way. Here. The resulting effect is I'm going to end up with a double chest of just chicken, eventually, like when it maxes out, and then the feathers will go elsewhere. I'm just going to spit these feathers back in, clean up a little bit. On feathers. Nope, not my torches. That's all of them. Excellent. Those are filtering through as they should. Now I'm just going to grab the chicken out of this other one. Get rid of the feathers again. Put all this mess here. Things work correctly. Feathers will clear themselves out. I think that should work. So we should be seeing extra feathers getting destroyed. I'm actually just going to speed this process up. Sweet. Landscaping can be tough. Yeah, landscaping is tough. I'm not very good at this whole landscaping thing. Your room gets superheated from reflective walls outside your window, so you're always 6 to 9 centigrade warmer than it is outside. Ooh, that stinks. Trying to landscape them. Yeah, I can imagine. Landscaping is not my forte in this game at all. So I definitely admire anybody who's giving it a shot. I often just try to deal with the landscape I've got and then hide as much as I can, but certifying doesn't happen. So I got a couple of little hang-ups, like So anytime I go outside things, I've got to have a corner if I can, or if I'm going around a farm, this is going to bother me long term here, because what I usually want to have happen is a 1-block lip around everything. So once we're proven that the farm is functioning as it's supposed to be, then I'm not going to worry about this stuff, and I'll just cover it all up. I'm gonna have to speed up because I made a boo-boo and didn't realize I had the farm turned off. Then I'm gonna have to speed it up a little bit. All these eggs and such. Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I keep forgetting I can't do that. For some reason it's fussy, and it does not like it when I put in more than 1 egg at a time. Because they just load up. I'm on you. Okay, fine. I do that, is it? Firing 2? Fine. If it's firing 2, then that's good enough for me. It'll sort itself out. I want to see if I can get all these feathers to back up. Oh! Do you mean the church thing? I'm going to be trying to work on that some more today. It seems to be working functionally for my taste, so we'll just have to see. It keeps working. The only disadvantage to using barrel instead of a chest is it makes it a little bit harder for me to check to make sure that the I call it is backing up correctly. But if things start piling up in the dropper, then we know we've got a problem. I have hope that this is going to work because the top part seems to be functioning again. The fact that with the observer it double triggers, I'm not going to be too bothered by that, I think. Leave it do its thing. Really. Well, perhaps it is then. Happily, I do need this to be... There we go, yeah. You can hear it. Let's back up. So there's my excess feathers going the way of the dodo color. And this will be, from here on in, just the chicken. Case in point, it doesn't go anywhere when I do that. I like it. Not perfect, but I have another plan for the chicken, which will not be built today. I'm saving that one for Thursday, I think. But yeah, 1:45. I'm gonna do a bit more derping on the cast or on the church walls today, and then we'll do a quick stop at spawn. Actually, I might as well do the spawn stop. I don't know. I don't think I'll build today. I'm planning a build out there, so I want to see what I can get going. Okay. That's actually pointless. I can probably add another lip here. Usually, I prefer having a full walkway around cow pen, but hiding this work is probably a bit more appealing. Yeah. Nope. I said it was more appealing to get rid of that, but it's not. Here's my whole one corner thing, right? Like, I always have a corner like that, and I try to stay away from pens. Okay, I want one here. I did that wrong. Silly me. I do want another trapdoor, but not where I've got it. This. Yeah. Or there instead. But I can get to the feathers, but they're not actually in the way. There we go. Goes. Okay. That's the short version, and then so we get chicken, but all the feathers go through. So that. It will just keep on firing until it runs out of feathers. Which, actually, let's just... Yeah, so we've got a ways to go. Probably speed up the back end. Put this one. There, because I'm not going to use it all that often. Oh, music! Hey! We have Minecraft music today, sort of. Okay, let's take... I'm not used to hearing the Minecraft music, so it really threw me. I'm like, what? Alright. Okay. So that's it. Whoa, whoops. Getting the wrong spot. That's why I keep getting those feathers. Yeah, but that's it. That's what she does. What I can do is block that in if I really want to. But I don't really care, actually. I have an idea. Because that's feeling weird. That. There. I don't have to look at it. Right? And how it goes? On the eggs. But yeah, we're counting down slowly. Alright. So that's it. Yeah, that was actually what I was trying to talk to. So in Discord, or Dadcraft's Discord, because I'm playing on Dadcraft's server, I was talking to people in the Java server about storage tower stacks. So having many more of these chests to hold chicken. But I realized I don't really need that. I have a plan that's going to clear out a bunch of chicken, and I won't even be able to fully stock it to start with. And then over time, I don't mind doing periodic runs from a couple of the shulkers a piece, and then stick them up in the other storage building. It's not a big deal. But the feathers, I want to make sure I have some, because I did at one time have plans for making writable books for various reasons. And this way, I got access to the chicken and have just enough feathers left that I can do stuff with. And yeah. I mean, what else do you use them for, really, besides books and arrows? But I've got a mob farm, so I don't need them for the arrows. And it's, well, it's sort of tidy, although this is going to bug me. Stupid directional planks. Okay, so that means this way. Oh. There. I really shouldn't be that fussy. But I am. Nope. We're getting a double trigger on the egg, which is going to catch itself up. Eventually, that double trigger doesn't matter, because there's really only one egg to trigger. So, yeah. So that looks a little better, because then the spruce doors are at least going the same direction as the planks. Alrighty. Yeah, the zigzag discussion, that's what that was. The other thing is, people say it's more compact. My zigzag discussion, or zigzag plan when I have space, is, of course, I've got chests and stuff. But when I've got the space, I'll often do like a double chest, and then have one coming in the back, right? Like that. And then I'll double chest off the other side, like this. But you can see that's extra space, right? I can see how some of the other server members say, yeah, but going with a straight column of hoppers is more compact, right? Just down the side. But actually, what I often do is you just simply zigzag the chest the other way. So the conversation we were having actually involved having chests, whatever. having chests stacked up, kind of in this fashion, with a big tower of hoppers going all the way down. And there are some weird behaviors. Sometimes it will just drop stuff in the top chest, even if you want it to go all the way to the bottom. So if you have a whole stack of them stuff, things will sometimes get jammed at the top. I'll be honest, Benson, I don't. I don't have that one memorized, so maybe someone like Zerk might be able to either speed find it, or he may know the answer to that question. But I don't, because that's what I do there. Yeah, I zigzag inline, exactly, precisely like you're saying, Zerk. So my zigzag will go on, oops, yeah, on this side, and then that one, low, with the proper tool, go, and then, and that way when you get the zigzags going this way, everything's guaranteed to filter down to the bottom, but it takes up the exact same footprint as the helper tower that goes all the way down. And I tend to prefer it this way because when you've got something like a mob farm, for example, if you don't have it sorted, then everything from the top will end up in the bottom. So you go to take out whatever it is you need, and it'll just, the gap will fill in behind. You don't have to worry about reaching your way up a super long pile. I don't have to worry about how tall I can reach or how far I can jump. What I meant, Zerk, is why you being able to do it is maybe you might have access to the web to be able to speed look it up on the internet, because I don't when I'm in the middle of stuff. I know, actually, let me just see. I think I've got a sticky. Stickies. No, that's not that. List. Let's list. Okay. Wrote it down. As of 118, supposedly iron was good at either 16 or 56. So, yeah, and that's plus numbers. I don't know if that helps you or not, Benson, but that's what my notes said. I will admit I'm not... Ooh, I didn't even know I could get that big. I maximized my sticky by mistake. So, yeah. It's one of the, as Zerk points out, it's one of the items where the levels are, they haven't shifted a whole lot, but the levels of iron ore and the frequency of iron ore is something that actually is not all that different between Bedrock and Java, although sometimes it feels like it. Excellent. So, since that one project is done, and you can see part of the other one in the background, I'm just going to take a quick second here to oh, congratulations, CJ Bot. Shut down the other version. I use the multi-MC launcher, so what that has allowed me to do is run 2 instances at the same time. So I had a test world open there, but of course it does drag on your frames in your other game because obviously there's a taxing on your computer. Oh, we're back. And just in this one. Yeah. When I was paused, I was like 48 frames a second. And now I'm jumping up over 100. Not a ton of over 100 because I'm streaming. But, you know, I'm not one who's actually noticed a whole lot of frames per second differences. I'm just one of those people that doesn't see it. So I think that probably plays into my ability to get motion sick is when there are other streams or other things going on. I don't notice that lack of frames in life, and that's part of why games make me ill. In any case, okay, so we are back here. Okay, so we're about 5 minutes before reboot. Whoa. Hey, buddy. Where are you hanging out? Go away. Set me on fire. How rude. Don't you have any manners? So what I need to do is quickly go to be right back, and then we'll come back, gather up some materials, and possibly slip over to a Lego break. give me a quick second to head over to the Be Right Back screen, and I will be right with you. I am back. So we're headed off to Lego moment. And what actually happened is I just had to take a quick break and run upstairs because ooh, interesting. I've got a back glow there. Hang on a sec. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, I'm just going to kill the lamp on that one. Um, but I had to run upstairs because my son managed to somehow, um, kink his neck sideways in such a weird way that it was actually causing muscle spasms in the neck and throat. And so he was having a bit of a challenge. So I had to pop up and give him some meds. So hopefully the poor guy's feeling a little bit better. I do understand. Thank you very much for the lurk, Lord Snarl. Good luck with your stream as well. Wait, what else do we see? Okay, so I'm flipped over to the Lego screen because we're going to have a quick 5 minutes of Lego while the server does its deal. I came back to the server having restarted. So we are here. Where we left off, we opened the new bag, and first thing it asks us to do is to build character. And I think this is, actually I don't know who this is because they're Griff colors, even though they are definitely not the look of a character I expected. So nice, pretty, well, pretty girl usually. That's box says that it should be, who is this? Parvati Patil. So it makes sense a little bit because we've got her sister as part of the Christmas advent boxes, so it makes sense to get one of the other Patel sisters for the regular game. Let's give her a wand. Actually, mildly amusing how many characters in Harry Potter are right-handed, but when people build them, we have a tendency to just by default make them left-handed simply because we put the wand in incorrectly. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so where we left off, we've got our book cover has some of the central portion in it stuck in there already, and we're building some more pieces to go in there. Now it looks like we're building a curtain section that's going to fold out from the center. So we start with a couple of funky pieces. It's like an L-shaped arm, I guess you could say, with a tall connector piece, the back wall, and a couple of shorter ones. 1 and 2. Don't need my paperweight at the moment. Right. Then we have ourselves a nice little hinge. Right. And then on that piece, they want us to put a couple of single stud. It's 2x1s, but they have a single stud on the top. And then on top of that go a couple of teacups. Little coffee mug things. Work a little bit better on the zoom on this one. It's always a tough one to figure out whether or not you're going to zoom close or whether you're going to have lots of build space shown. So it's 6 of one, half dozen the other around here, I guess. Okay, so then these cups on each side are flanked by little windows with gold with gold centers, I guess. Gold lattice. Lattice? Yeah, is that the word? Yeah, I guess so. And when I'm fussy about the centers, I just like to look at which side appears to have a nicer print to it, in my personal taste. And then I'll put that one facing out and the other one inwards. Go, and then the last piece to this bit is they've got some wood brown edges face to the back with a gold dot, or sorry, not gold dot, a brown cookie shape on them. It's usually a support section. And then a round cylinder on top of that. And we're doing that on both sides. Square with a single bump on one side, and then our brown cookie thing, and then the brown cylinder. I just, yay, boo, oh well, whatever. That's what happens when you get things held together by staples. All right. So then next to those, they just want a pair of little reddish brown 1x1 pieces. Lining them up is always a pain for me, so I like to try and do it before I stick on. Half decent. This. And now they're starting on the other section. So we've got another piece of tan and the black underneath, which leaves us enough space to attach it to the black hinge that we've got from the first half. So it's going to hinge around. And then we're putting, ooh, what's on the top here? Well, we'll find out the next time. Back to the game. Fresh. Oh, looks like nobody else wanted to come back yet. All right, nighttime. Well, at least I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet, as the man in Monty Python says. All right. Interesting. You may or may not have sounds. I don't know. I really have no clue what's going on today. Live. Live would help. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're not dead. This is good news. Okay, so just for quick reference, the piece that I'm working on right now is actually looking like that. So that's a challenge and a half for me to work on, but you know, you grow, you learn, you build new things, right? And how it goes, I think. But it helps if I actually remember to open my copy of the picture, because I'm only seeing yours. That's not so helpful. All right. So where we've left off, oops, I could probably dump a bunch of this stuff because it's not relevant to what we're working on at the moment. Definitely don't need redstone parts for doing this. There's the... Huh. Okay. Black random jump box then. To... Pardon me. Lots of extra stuff. Okay. That... No, I'm going to need scaffolding because I always do. And let's pick up some extra parts. Aha! Game Hangman, always good. Well, it looks like it's quite a long one. Now, just giving you a heads up, I did not select the list of words. It's a very long one, like long list available. So I actually have about as much clue as you do what word we're dealing with today. E4. 4. I know I need walls. I know I need stairs. Pretty sure I have walls and stairs back in the other room. Okay, so where we left off, I think I'm decently happy with the front. I'll worry about wood and such later. But I'm starting on the second level. And I'm debating whether to make it narrower or to just go with it the original width. And I think I'm going to go with it the walls part way up. I'm going to probably switch a lot of this out to brick later on. Just building with brick right off the bat. I could not actually see a lot of the definition between them, so I would actually be confused to where things run. But there's not, or the scaffolding is not due to a lack of interest in flying. It's that my landing skills are pretty weak so far. But yeah, not necessary. Oh, mer. One of the things I like about some of the other servers I've seen some of our fine friends here playing on is that some of them have additional little helps for building, such as I've seen like Manky Hamster playing with a magnet that makes me envious a little bit, because basically when you're doing a build and you start getting up high, you cut stuff off, you don't end up having it unavailable all of a sudden because you've dropped things, you know, whereas the magnet will just pick it up. The disadvantage, and mildly amusing as that is I saw in one of his streams, the poor guy got instantly pranked by another server mate coming along and dropping eggs just to be a goofball. So yeah, there's, you know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I'm willing to take that goofball risk if I don't have to worry about dropping things. On the other hand, as many of you are aware, I'm looking to try and teach myself to be less of a just-in-time, just-enough type creator. And if I can succeed at that, that's a big if. But if I can succeed at that, then that means that I don't have to worry about the number of things that drop, because I'll just, either have more, or I will be working on things at a point at which it doesn't really matter how much I've dropped. If that makes any sense? Yeah. Oops. Well, that'll do. No, I want to be here. I can get up. Go. And oh yeah, over here. We found ourselves the word yet. Oh no. The word's over top of the game. Aha. Hangman goes on. Oops. Okay. Ow. How high is this window? Not enough. Need more walls. The guy's still painted. Monster right here. Boy. Who's our winner today? Wow, so Olivia has successfully tickled you guys to pieces. Now, be aware this is all non-adult.
And I was much enjoyed.
Yeah. I think that came out correctly. I have no idea if that came out correctly. Yes, it did. Perfect. Okay. This is all non-adult tickling. We're just goofing around here. Sort of like you reach out and just poke your friend or whatever. So yeah. That's a very long word. I'm curious now. All right. So where are we here? Do I have? Yeah, I got 2 sets of walls. I got a few stairs. We're good. Okay. So looking at the reference pick, we're going to see. Okay, 3 rows tall on that side. 2. I'm going to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the arch is inward, probably. Double that. Okay. Try that and see what happens. Oops, gotta go up. Up, she says. 2. Count. 2, yes, 2. 3. Move those. 4, 5. And 6. Oh, wrong one. 6. Okay. Keep forgetting I can double jump at the moment. I did not have the beacons set up when I did this last stream, so it feels weird to have the beacons available. Yeah, one of the few drawbacks to this particular Hangman game is that it does not have the list of letters already guessed. That is a bit of a challenge. I do recognize that. We're just building away and playing some Hangman and such. I almost got my kids to want to play Trivial Pursuit with me the other day. Almost. But then they said they decided they wouldn't know enough about the material, and I was like, oh man. But you know, yeah, can't win them all. Right. And in all honesty, what I really wanted was just to play a game with them, help them chill out a little bit for the day. Isn't it the lyrics to a song, something along the lines of like, you can't always get what you want, but you get what you need? Yeah. I'm going to try it with a couple of angles and then a slab, and we'll see how that looks. Jump. I made it. Yay! Not common for me. Okay. But of course, I didn't bring a bed. You know, that would be sensible to have a bed up here. Right. Hurt. Think. Or this. Right? Oh no, I did it wrong. Obviously did it wrong. Huh. Okay, well. Deal with that in the morning. We should. We actually used to do the odd game night, sort of an kind of I like the taller one. Shorter one just doesn't work. But looking at that reference picture, you can see what I'm trying to go for. And this is the back side, so that's why you're seeing the bottom section all stuck out. The top, I think the taller one works better. We did actually at one point have a game night on through the Dadcraft 73 community. And actually, I could host one as well, so that's another possibility. Is maybe potentially do like I've got the Jackbox game, so we could maybe look at something like that. That might be kind of fun. I think part of that is how the Dadcraft community grew their D&D night, something along those lines. I don't know what the current situation with that is, and I suspect if it's underway, obviously I don't keep up. If it is not currently underway, I suspect it might have something to do with it being summer for a lot of people. Insofar as like their school or Christmas break, or not Christmas break, sorry, winter break. Insofar as some people, when their youth are not in school, then their whole schedule changes. Yeah, that's better. That one, I can get this correctly. That should split up nicely. I get this to go all the way across. And put the other two column pieces on this side. That might help. Can I get down? Nope. Fine. Build that up. Trying to get the sides to go as I am working because, or at least part of it, because this side is very similar to the front, but it's not exactly the same. Yeah, D&D has intrigued me. I've played, strangely enough, I've played advanced D&D and I've played the original D&D. When you have friends that are into that, you know, it's just, that's what's available. And I like the game, but I found it sometimes can be slow. And sometimes when you're really itching to play, it feels like there may not be a whole lot of advancement to it. So I like it, but it's definitely, it's a niche thing. And sometimes the people involved can get a little cliquish. They're not necessarily meaning it in the negative sense of cliquish, but as in there's an inside and an outside. So viewership on not viewership, sorry, or spectator. Never been one of my favorite roles when it comes to people playing D&D. But you know, if that's your bag, go for it, right? What works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. Part of it is the group I ran with, who played D&D. Their style was a very, as I mentioned, a very slow play, but also a very silly play. So things like when somebody had to leave the game because they actually had to, like leave the game permanently because they had to, I don't know, like finish, or pardon me, take on a brand new job schedule that made it so they couldn't play or something like that. Then they would often finish off their character in rather ridiculously spectacular ways. I remember my character, I killed it off by doing a tuck and roll underneath the belly of a saber-toothed tiger and attempting to split it from underneath. And the game master thought it was sort of ridiculous and outrageous, so they decided to go with it. So yeah, it worked, but I mean, it was just, that's the sort of thing our group did. And but aside from spectacular stuff like that, you could take weeks to make it 20 feet across a room. Like, you know, and some players are like that, but not everybody's into that level of silliness or that level of detail. And on the other hand, our game master, or dungeon master, depending on your point of view, didn't eat, sleep, and breathe the game. So that was another thing that we dealt with. Oops. Know that some of this is going up the side, but not all of this is going up the side. I want to make sure I'm not going too tall before I move inwards again. So I've got at least there. Double jump feels weird. Okay. And up of the window. Oh, nope, not there. Okay. I really should have been doing this in smooth stone, but I don't have enough of that. Let's see here. Okay, at least one more. Top of the door. Or window, sorry. Okay, so that top of the window should actually stone sticking out, and then we call it a day. How did I do that on the bottom? Oh! I used stairs all the way across. Not sure I can repeat that. Yeah, Among Us is definitely a popular one. People do seem to like that one quite a lot. Yeah, I think I'm not liking what I did with the window. It's turning out too flat. But okay, I figured it out as we go. Now I'm going to probably cheat a little bit and try and fake out that clock. I'm not sure because I've got a 5 wide going here. 3, yeah, and that's not going to work out for an even-sided clock. So not sure yet what to do with that. That's one of those you worry about it when you come to it items. Hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna. Hmm. Pretty sure I'm not going to like what I'm trying here, but nope, that's not further. Stop jumping. Inwards, not outwards. This one. Slab underneath. Yuck. Yeah, not liking that at all. It's too plain. I see where I was thinking of going, and then a lot of falling and crashing going on. Maybe that's survivable if I bring it down one. Okay. Ah. I had a weird. I was trying to put up the beacon the other day. Then I went to just come up and see how annoying the beams were going to be. Of course, Murphy's Law looks straight down and I bring up an Enderman. So it's a bit of a unpleasant friend. Oops. Okay. One. Try an inverted stair. There. I think. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a block. Stairs, please. Block on top. That would be up to the next level. Okay. Off. Oh, nope, can't quite super jump that. Oh, and nighttime. Okay. This, that. Oop, wrong way. Hmm. Okay. I guess that works. I'm just curious. Did we succeed or fail at the puzzle, or did it just time out? I'm kind of curious how that last game went. In any case, okay, back to game. I'm not used to bouncing on the bed. Don't think I'm going to like this. Oh, hello, spider. You stay over there. I'll stay over here. Certainly too tall. Yuck. Yucca, yucca, yucca. Hmm. Well, actually, funny enough, that's precisely what just happened. I didn't try to jump on it. See, like when you bounce, like you can bounce on the bed. You always get a bit of a bounce back, right? So the harder you come in, Pinister. That's okay. I guess I might have to start coming up with my own list of words simply because of the fact that it's coming up with words I have no idea what on earth they mean. So being able to guess it is not likely. But anyways, yeah. So the harder you come in when you hit the bed, the farther you're going to bounce. So I just did not expect to bounce off the bed like that. Any case, back at the windows, and I'm not liking the way it was looking. It just doesn't do it for me. Yeah, that looks really, really weird. So, try to figure out what do I want to try instead. Like the curve, well, the faux curve with the angle isn't that bad. It's just, it doesn't have much in the way of definition. wow. 11 letter words. Those are scary. Okay. For now, I think I'm just going to go with flat block. Figure out what to do the rest later. E's, yep. E's are a great place to start. Because E's are actually, if I understand it correctly, I don't know if it's the most used letter in the game, or in the English language. And I believe, I'm not sure if S's or T's are second. Used to know. This. Dumb. There. Not these tab. I'm not liking the way that looks. But I know that this top row here is actually the top of the next level. Oops. Oh, go away. Must be something underground there. Because I don't see anybody when I go there. Nope, don't want to. Did I really drop the stairs? That one happened. Okay, so let's go up another level. I'm going to take a peek over the edge. Stairs the last time, so let's see if I can do stairs up this time without it looking totally ridiculous. Wonder. Stitcheries. That's a really cool word, and it's actually one that I know what it means. Wow. Shouldn't be that impressed, but I really am. Not that Benson got the word. Benson is always impressive with. But sometimes the sheer number of things that people know blows my mind sometimes. I know it sounds weird to say that, but I don't always expect the eclectic collection of knowledge that this particular crew has. I love it, but I don't always expect it. It doesn't come out further. Try this. I'm just going to try going across to the pillars and then in top the pillars the similar way to the other time. This, that. Oh, nope, didn't quite work. Oh, that definitely did. Okay. Oops. I'm dropping things all over the place, man. Those front two need to be placed again, I suspect. Always. Corners are always moving. I'm trying to move in by one, but not. I am, but I'm not, if that makes any sense. Not here. Corner thing. He kind of, sort of. That one worked. Yeah, these two. Ha 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 ha. Oh, okay. So somebody here would like to have a Hogwarts trivia game. Now, the next thing we need to know is what color you would like. So from the redeems that have now popped up on screen, which category are you going to select? The way that the game works is you redeem the base one, it deactivates, and then it activates a bunch of separate ones so you can choose your category for an additional single point. That's why the original one is 99, so that you've got 100 when you're done. So take your time, and I will keep alert for that. In the meantime, let's see. These corners. Internal corner. Really nice if they would just internal corner for me. That's what I want. I don't know. Are you going to? Yellow. Okay. Oh, dang it. Okay, so pause up here because nothing's going to kill me up here. So our yellow category is for objects and artifacts. And your question is, what type of metal cauldron do first-year students need? So what type of cauldron do first-year students need? I was starting to write does so I can't spell. And anyone can answer. There's no right or wrongs on this one. So feel free to give it a guess. The answer can be rather specific, but I'm just asking what sort of metal it's made out of. And they never really explain why. I have a suspicion, but yeah. Correct. Benson, you are correct. They say a pewter cauldron, standard size 2. So yeah, you got it. Oops, I put that on the bottom of the pile. So my son and Fantastic Shock Fox are both very good at remembering weird quantities of random detail. I have absolutely zero idea how on earth they managed to do it, but they do, and I'll just take those off. They do manage to remember an awful lot of random detail. But my son says, no, there's no way he can play this game. It's just not going to happen. Like, oh man, too bad. But that's what he feels. That's what he feels. Yeah. And really? So anyway, whoops. I'm just going to give myself a freebie here. 1 second. Need some coffee. I switched to decaf this morning. You wouldn't necessarily know it. There we go. All right. I know I'm fussing with this upper section and it's bugging me to no end, but I do think get an upper view of it. And no, this is not because I like flying. Might help if I actually. Aha. Right. Okay. Oh, whoops. There. Ow. No, not what I wanted at all. Really want to come around the other side. Bit of a view of what it looks like. Okay, so yeah, that upper section will probably look okay. Splat. That's the kind of behavior I figured I would have on the flying weekend when I was learning. But I suppose not. Possibly. Possibly. Yeah. So what I'm looking at is I think I do like the way it's coming out with the stairs on the top with each level as we sink it inwards. It's missing the lip that we see in the photo, so there's a bit of a lip for everyone. I'm actually thinking in order to minimize the lip, maybe what I'm going to try is just adding a couple up here. There. I don't need a gazillion of those for test. Just thinking of, instead of a big lip, maybe I can get away with adding buttons instead, I think, just to start with. Got the stairs. Oop, and then in front of the stairs, gotta be there. That. Not a great definition, and you probably won't see a whole lot of it, but at least it lets my brain or anybody else's brain know that it's the top of the row. And I jump. Nope. Maybe I have to have a running start like Wolfen, because one of our server mates was actually commenting just yesterday that she seems to be able to jump perfectly fine. Okay, so if I take off that top layer, oh, I can't. Because that is the block above. Funny, because it looks like it should be higher, but it isn't. Okay. I've got something to fight with. But see what I can do to start faking out that clock. I might just shrink it, or I might try and fake it at 5. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. Maybe I'll make it flat on the bottom. I'm not a huge fan of that, like making the top and bottom parts flat. Make it fit. I would love to have these buttons up at the bottom, like on the next block zone, but they won't let you because of the way it stairs. And even if I had switched that to a slab, it still wouldn't have worked. Kind of frustrating, but it's a thing. Okay, where are we here? Stairs. Or as you can see, this is definitely a style for myself that I've never done before, which means that I'm definitely having to learn as I go, and it's not, for me, it's not easy. I kid you not, I spent forever doing a mishmash of playing it safe, making wolf farms, and very, very basic, like palisades and stuff, which aren't even accurate in the slightest. And so this is a whole new, trying to sing, whole new world, I suppose, maybe, kind of. this. Challenge with the next level up also is that the column gets even narrower. Like it's one thing to go from double wide blocks to walls, but now I need something in between that's even smaller. But I can't because we don't have right size slabs. So I'm just trying to decide: do I just shift? Probably I'll just shift center, do one row, and you switch these out for stairs to begin with. Yeah, landing is definitely taking me a bit to figure out. Landing is usually by guess and by golly, and I'm learning to just suck it up and get used to the spinning because that takes so much momentum out of your move. I'm going to. I need a column here. That's going to be the corner of the building moving forwards. This one. Suppose. This one out. Great block. See how that goes. These ones out. Block. Block. There we go. Corner of the building. Yeah. All right. The inside's going to be definitely less functional, just due to the way that I'm bringing it inwards each level at the top. And oh, that's going to column. I think that doesn't look right. So on the corner, that is the column. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It looks weird to run this in. There's definitely something mismatching, I think, compared to the other side. Could be that I just don't have all of the external stone stuff coming up the side yet. Alrighty. Oops. Jumping twice. Okay, now the next question becomes, how high up from the bottom is the clock? Probably the same height as the window. It looks like the floor is the same. Like the floor height appears to be the same height as all the other floors. So I guess I better figure out how high this last one became. Shouldn't be any shorter or taller than the previous one. Got to spread my wings. I thawed. Okay, so this one. Ah. 1, 2, 5. Count 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Nope, that's not helping. 10, I think. Well, really. 3 to the actual edge of the window. 12. Then this should be 12 as well. Three to the edge of the window. 5. 12. Uh-oh. That's not right. On 13. Actually, 14, really. So I gotta figure out what to do with that. There we go. Ooh, no bad puns intended. Tall. Hmm. Does look it as well. See that extra height. Okay. And the clouds are doing something really weird. I'm seeing like stripy lines. Huh. The buttons aren't a bad solution for decorative purposes. They're not ideal, but they do seem to get an edge to it. I can put them in where I want them to be. Yeah. Okay. Not quite what I wanted. Okay. This. Oh. Come on. I'm trying really hard not to over mine. Buttons. Here. That's easy. Okay, it put the button, but where? That's interesting. I have no idea where the button ended up. Oh, right there. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, off those two layers. Make this one the stairs, and then just try to work from there. Those two layers are the stairs. Good. But we are almost towards the end of our set here. I'm going to keep fighting with this a little bit, I think, because I really want to get onto the next row. This only takes down one. Okay, well, we'll take that row off at least. I mean, I could just put the button dividers in and go with that. I don't really think I like the way that looks. Do it that way. Oh. I can stop falling off things that might do. Finish this row. Why is it you will do that when I don't want you? You won't when I ask you to. Really. Not ideal. But I get up. I have to think on that one. So, what was I going to say? So tomorrow's plan. Oh, tomorrow's plan is going to be some more of the escape simulator. We are in the Egyptian themed areas, and we'll be heading back in there, trying to speed through. So, okay, let's back it up. So, the Egyptian rooms where we left off, we didn't manage to complete a room. We were sort of like in between, as in partway through one of the rooms. And unfortunately, I've discovered that the game doesn't save where you left off. That's apparently it's still new enough that that's not a thing, which is frustrating for a streamer because, of course, for me, I'd have to have stopped it there, paused the game, which did stop the timer. But the pause, I would have had to leave the whole game in the room running for the entire week between play sessions, which is not going to happen. We'll start off tomorrow by picking up where we left off, speeding through the bit in the room we were at to get back to where we left off, and then we'll try and pick up from there, see if we can finish off at least the Egyptian section and pick one of the other zones to start. Once we eventually run out of all the other zones, as in like the ones that came with the game, there are plenty made in communities. So I think I might try that for a little while. I'm enjoying Valheim. I miss playing Valheim, but I think for now, at least Escape Simulator, on my break between Minecraft days, is, at least while the kids are home during the summer, will probably be where I'm at, just because it doesn't take a whole ton of prep for stream. It allows me to grind away on stuff like this, where I'm fighting with making things work, or if I'm having to do a grindy prep, like, I don't know, mine sand or some such, in between streams, it gives me an opportunity to get that done so that I don't actually have to worry about spending tons and tons of time grinding more than one game. So that's the story for now. Things will be possibly changing once we figure out what the routine is in the fall when the kids go back to school. The other possibility too is that I said I'll be possibly adding an evening stream, like a regular one on one of the nights. Well, that's kind of up in the air simply because my son has transitioned to Scouts level now with scouting. So, like, we were all in Cub Scouts last year in Canada, and now he's out to Scouts, which means that takes up a second night of our week. So we'll have to see if I can make that work. But I will definitely be back on Thursday doing a bit of an out-of-band build in the shopping district. We'll be making ourselves a chicken stand. That's what all this chaos with the feathers and whatnot was about, is that I want to be able to capture as much of the chicken as I can, making a chicken stand in the shopping district. So yeah, that's where we'll be at on Thursday. I'm just going to pull up here, oops, get a good half-decent view of the derpage where we left off. Can I super jump? Nope, can't super jump that. Oh, chicken stand, yes. So this is, just get that out of the way, and get one of these, and I know I've got the chat on screen. That's okay. I say go chicken stand in my screenshot. Sure. Possibly. In any case, so this is where we left off. And there we go. We'll be doing that. Our next stream, oops, back here, is, can't spell, right here. Oh, there it is. That one. If that works, there we go. So it's right across my face, but the next stream will be whatever Wednesday tomorrow. You'll see the time slot there. We've got a countdown on the website, and I will be back on Thursday, starting with a chicken stand and then some more walls. So thank you everybody who dropped by. We're going to drop over to the end screen so that we can see the credits, and then we'll find somebody to raid. So I want to say thanks very much to Fantastic Sherlock Fox and Olivia Benson for dropping in and modding for us today, and Zerk as well. Thank you for the mods. Also, thank you for your basic chit-chat. That was wonderful. Thank you to the viewers for ITT Tom and Dub Dynamite and Lord Snarl for dropping in, and for anyone else that was lurking the whole time. I really appreciate everybody, and always a pleasure to have you guys aboard. So, who do we have? Oh, and thank you for hiding, Tis for Truth. You're always welcome to hang out, even if you just need to lurk the whole time. That's Excellent. So today I'm doing Minecraft, so we are going to head over to probably Gruva, I think. We're gonna go for a Gruva raid today. So if you have access to the thing, I'm just gonna see whether or not my command works. If not, make it up. That's totally fine. Does it actually play? Maybe not. Okay, well, the raid message, I don't know why that doesn't work today, but it does its thing. Yeah, some reason unknown to me. It joins the pile of things that I don't know why they don't message. Oh, might help if I enable the raid message. That would do it. Try it again. So if you have access to, yeah, there you go. If you have access to the appropriate emotes, feel free to copy paste. If you don't, feel free to grab the freely available emotes version, and we will head on in and give Groova a bit of a hello. Thank you once again, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.